Hey guys, how are you guys doing today? So I have a brand new bag to show you guys. I just got it today. I ordered it from Nordstrom and I am talking really quiet just because it is just after 3 in the morning, and I mentioned this in one of my last videos. I do think that my neighbors can hear me more than I realize, so I'm trying to keep it a little bit more quiet. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys my new bag. But first, and I want to make this quick because I am actually hungry. I work a normal working hours. Oh, I start a little bit later, but like not much. But anyway, I'm like a night, my body clock is, I'm more night oriented. But anyway, but I'm like hungry and I gotta get to bed. I just had a lot of stuff that I had to get done today. One of the things was picking up this bag. And anyway, so I just picked this up. This is from Diesel. Okay, now I ordered it from Nordstrom. They don't have this bag on Diesel's website. They have similar styles of it, but they don't have this exact version, because this you can only get, from what I understand, at Nordstrom. And before I get into that, I'm showered and stuff, and I just put this on after my shower. I always shower at night too. I like to be clean before I go to bed. But I'm wearing I think I hauled this shirt a while ago. This is well, there's not any logos or anything, but it's an All Saints sweater, and it is a little bit itchy, but it feels nice. I have a t-shirt on underneath, and I just like it. I just feel like it looks, I don't know, I just like it. There's something about it. I forgot what size I got. I don't know if it's a medium or small. I could look, but anyway, it doesn't have any logos or anything, but it just feels nice. You know what I mean? It just, like, I put it on and I kind of feel a little bit put together, you know? So I figure I buy enough clothes that I have enough like spare nice clothes that I don't have to like save all my nice clothes for all these special occasions that like hardly ever come around. So I'm trying to, you know, give myself permission to wear more nicer clothes on just days where, you know, just normal days. Anyway, so all right, with no further ado, I say that, but who knows with me. All right, so I want to show you guys this bag. I'll show you the bag and then I will talk about it. So again, this is from the brand Diesel. All right, okay, and here he is. Yeah, there's a couple different ways that you can wear it. It is a tote bag, and you guys know I have not, historically, I've always kind of, or not always, but historically I've kind of veered away from tote bags. I'm just like, you know, I'm like, I like them, but something in my brain was like, yeah, you're not a tote bag guy, you know, just, I kind of like overlook them, but I do, but there's another part of my brain that likes them. I'm like, why are you veering away from them? I think one of the reasons why I am veering away from them, sorry, I had to get something off something. One of the reasons why I veered away from them is because they were very heavy. Anyway, I need to make this kind of quick, and I know people probably want to see more of the details of the bag, but this one is made out of polyester, and I kind of want to study like the different kinds of polyester, because some polyester, I think it's polyester. I remember reading that on the thing, but I like it, whatever material it is, polyester or whatnot. I like it when it's more of a slick material like this. Like, see, this is like a sleeping bag, like the gym pants, like the exercise pants that they make that noise when they rub together. That's my favorite type of material, the silky, satiny, it has like some slip to it. That is my favorite, especially in the lining of the bag. That really sells me on the bag. Some people don't care about the lining. I really do care about the lining. I can overlook the lining if it's the right bag, but the right lining for me is like, okay, sold. So it's pretty much has the same kind of feel all around. So here, I'll show you a little bit more of that side. It's lightweight. That's kind of a point that I wanted to make. You know, of course, if it's something where if you put a lot in it, your things can make it pretty heavy, but you guys know I don't like to overload my bags. I like to try to keep them kind of more on the empty side. Even if I have a bigger bag, I kind of like a roomy bag. You know, I think of it like think of it like you're living in a big house and you have it all to yourself. Like it's kind of roomy, you can spread out, you know. That's kind of how I think of when I put my things inside of bags. So anyway, but this is the outside. I still have the tags on, and honestly, I'm not gonna leave them on, but I like the way, I kind of like the way that like that tag looks. Like it almost looks like it could be a keychain or a bag charm. And so part of me thinks, oh, maybe I could like laminate that or something, but I don't know. I don't want it to look like I'm walking around with a tag on the bag, but I kind of do at the same time. I just like that. Like I've just started to like look online for some keychains that I can maybe put on to kind of have that same style. If it said Diesel like that, then that would be really cool. But like I kind of like those remove before flight keychains. I have a couple jackets that have that kind of detail on it anyway. But so this is what it looks like. And it's pretty big, but again, it's made out of polyester, so it's pretty lightweight, and it only has these handles. So the guy who when they showed him carrying it, well, no, I think they showed it both ways. They had him just kind of holding it. Well, you can't see it now because that's out of frame, but they just had him holding it, like his hands were down. He was just like holding it, you know, just letting it fall to his side. But you can also put it over like this. I am toying around with if there is any way I could put a crossbody strap on it. There's a couple ideas that I have, but I don't want to like try to force it to be something too far out of what it is, because I like it for what it is. But I think it would feel kind of cool if I could make it, or if I could somehow attach some kind of crossbody strap. So I have a few ideas, because there's a lot of loops and stuff on this bag. I don't want to like put weight on anything that I shouldn't be putting weight on, especially if I have things in the bag and it gets heavy. But either way, even if I just have to wear it on my shoulder, I do like it. I could wear it on my shoulder, or I could I kind of like the idea of like carrying it like this. Like I'm not gonna carry it around my wrist, but I'm not gonna carry it like this. But I thought, you know what, if I put it around my wrist and then I held it like that way it's like pretty secure, you know. It's like around my wrist, plus I have a grip on it. Like I could see myself, you know, maybe doing that. But I would probably wear it on my shoulder for most of the time. So you can wear this a few different ways, and I'll show you. Okay, so let me finish showing. I'm gonna try to make this in under 10 minutes. I don't know if I'm gonna accomplish that. I'll say under 15. I'll try that. Yeah, so you can wear this a few different ways. Yeah, but this is the outside, okay? It has these, what do you call it? Not drawstrings, but kind of has this detail on the side, and the back is a plain back. So if you could wear it, you know, in the front to where it shows the Diesel logo, and it has the wording, and it has the red, which I like. I like black, but I really like black with red, or black with like kind of some warm coloring. I like a cool black with some warmth in it. That's kind of one of my favorite things. And like even I still need to take some of the, I'm keeping it. I'm not like planning on returning it. That's not why I still have tags on it. I love this so much. I almost want to buy a backup, but I'm like, okay, just the one is special, you know, the one is special. So anyway, but I still have some wrapping on some bits, but it's red zippers, so I like that, you know, has some red button detail. I like that. But inside, it doesn't have any pockets on the outside, but on the inside, it has one big compartment, and then it has kind of a back compartment, which I guess is kind of designed for like someone to put a laptop in, except I hate the idea of carrying around a laptop. I won't get too much into that, but I hate that. That's one thing. I don't know if I would say that's a quirk about me or just something that I hate. The thought of having laptops make me feel trapped. They just, even though I'm using a phone and I have a phone with me and that's like a little laptop, that still feels different. That feels kind of different. But anyway, laptop, when I think of carrying around a laptop, I I've always been like that, even like years and years ago. It just makes me feel very like trapped. Anyway, but it has that pocket in the back, which, you know, you could use for a laptop or something, or, you know, I can use for other things. Sometimes I'll put my wallet in that just to make it easier to grab. I just bought this, but when I have something like this in another bag, you know, I'll put my wallet or something in there, or a notebook. And then it has a zip pocket here. I always feel like if it, well, this one definitely would, but I say if they make the zip pockets big enough in the bag, I always feel like that's a perfect size for a passport, you know, because your passport, if you need it, if you're traveling and you're out of country, it's like you want to have it with you at all times, but you're not going to be like, well, I don't know, maybe, but you're not going to be like actively using it. It's just more something you want to have on your person. And I feel like little pockets like that on bags are, in my opinion, a good way to keep it with you, keep it secure, keep it safe, it's zipped up, and, you know, you can like check to make sure it's there, but it's kind of out of the way. So anyway, all right. Has a, oh, I'm already marking it up. I don't know what I have on it, but I'm already marking it up. All right, it has a double zip on top, which I really like. Now it does have these spaces, okay, which I kind of would love for it to have been a fully closed zip, which it mostly is, but it's not an extended zip, but it does have like kind of that opening on each side, which is okay. I love this bag. I still love this bag, but I like that little extra bit of security for it being a closed zip. But maybe that actually works for it to have a little opening for the next thing that I'm going to show you. All right, so let me turn it around in the front. I love it. So what you can do, okay, and I'm sure there's probably a better way to do this maybe than what I'm showing, but it has these pull strings in the front and then separate pull strings on the side, okay? So you can cinch this bag if you want. Anyway, I have like things stacked on top of things. I've been so busy lately with work. I have not had time to like, but that's the story of my life anyway. I won't get too much into that. So yeah, you can cinch the sides. So see like that, like if you want to make it kind of a smaller shaped bag, the side's still open. So I'll cinch this side. And then you can cinch it like just on the top, or like sometimes I'll kind of work it through, you know, and kind of cinch it all the way. I know I'm off camera now, but I'll bring it back and show you what it looks like. The front, I don't really know if you would cinch the front of it, but when you cinch the sides and it makes it smaller, sometimes I'll cinch it a little bit just to kind of gather the extra cord. So anyway, this is what it looks like when you have it cinched up, and you can kind of play around with how you do it, and if you want to like leave a little part of it bigger, or, you know, have it all tight or whatever. But anyway, so this is kind of roughly what it looks like. So it takes it from a big tote bag to, you know, like it's still a tote bag and it's still a pretty decent size, but it's kind of a little bit more if you don't want to have something so big. Like sometimes I think if you are going into a store, like you want to have your bag with you and you have a big bag and you're going into a store and you don't always want to carry like a huge tote bag into the store, which if you do, it's fine, but like you might want something a little bit smaller or whatnot, you know, you could like cinch that up. And I just feel like that makes it a little bit more, I want to say easier to carry, but it's easy to carry even when it's at its full size. So it just, you know, makes it a little bit more low profile, which it kind of stands out though. It does stand out because then it has like these kind of tassel details, which I really like. I like how it has these extra, I like that, you know. And then the front, I can kind of play around with how I do up the front or whatnot, or, you know, I can maybe even leave, I almost could just leave the front undone. Maybe, I'm sure you could like probably tuck these, you know what, actually, maybe that's why they have it open on the sides. Well, I don't know if that's why, but you could probably, actually, yeah, if you don't like the tassels, I'll just call them tassels. Maybe that's why they left it open. Do they have anything to hook it on? I don't think so, but yeah, if you didn't want those hanging down, you could tuck those in. I know it's kind of hard to see, but the opening on the side, you know, just kind of have them tucked in if you wanted to. But I kind of like that. If I was trying to like not stand out so much or whatever, like not that I'm saying this is gonna make you like stand out or what. I mean, it could, but anyway. But yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I gotta figure out if I would leave this one open or if I would cinch it up, you know, when I wear it like that. But I love it. I thought, you know what, it would be so cool if I found a way to attach a strap, which I have. There's a few, you know, I have some ideas that I've kind of tried out and am trying out, but, and I could have it like as a crossbody and kind of wear it kind of like behind me or whatnot. And I just love this. I'm already enjoying this bag and I haven't even used it out. But yeah, even if I just kind of carry it like that, this strap, it kind of falls off, but maybe once I, you know, even if I just have a little bit in there, I feel like that weight would kind of help keep it down. So I love it. I love it. This is one of my favorite bags. I was kind of looking at another bag, which I still may get, but I'm kind of waiting for something which I won't get too much into. I don't know if what I'm waiting for is going to manifest or whatnot, or if I'm just dreaming about something that may never come. But anyway, I was kind of looking at another bag and I was looking and I saw this. I saw it and it's one of those things that like immediately I'm just like, I want that. Like some things when you buy them, you're like hesitant to, I guess you could say hesitant. You're like, oh, do I want to spend the money? I mean, I want the thing, but you know, you're like, should I? You know, you kind of go back and forth a little bit, which that's not a bad thing. And that doesn't mean, if you do that, it doesn't mean that the bag's not like meant for you or whatever. But I was looking at another bag and I'm like, I like it. Should I just buy that and be done? You know, it's my birthday month coming up in November. I was like kind of going through all that. And then I was on the Nordstrom app and I saw this and they didn't even show it cinched up or whatever. I mean, I saw it had the tassels or the pulleys, the, you know, the drawstring cords. But I just, you know, they just showed it as a full tote bag and I saw it and I'm just like, I like that. And I really I did not really hesitate at all. I always think, whenever I say it did not hesitate, I always think of Vine, the I won't hesitate. I think I've said that in my past videos, so I might be like a broken record. But another thing I'll say that sounds like a broken record is there are a lot of videos that I film that I do not end up posting, and I do sometimes forget what I say. Usually, actually, I do remember more than you would think I would, for as much as I film and don't post or whatever, you know. I do kind of remember what I said and what I said but never posted, so it's, you know, anyway, but sometimes I do question, like, wait, did I tell them that? Or did I say that in a video and I didn't post it? So did they know that or not? You know, did I already say that? Anyway, but, so I might repeat things or whatever, but even if I posted everything that I filmed, I probably still repeat things. So either way, you're stuck with it. But yeah, so I really like this bag. I am gonna take these tags off. I just like keeping the newness, and I do think that looks cool though. I just think that looks, if I could get a keychain that looks, that, you know, kind of a red, I mean, which I'm like, how hard could it be to find something like that? But, you know, I'm just like, that would look kind of nice. I keep trying to make it go on this side. But anyway, yeah, so I am loving this bag so much. I am so glad that I got it. There's not a lot left because, last thing I'll say, and then I need to end this video. I need to get on with my night. I have a lot to do tomorrow as well, but anyway, I was going to take off on Monday, but I don't think I am going to anymore because it's almost more stress to try to take off than any relaxation. I don't know. It's like more stress than it's worth. You know what I mean? It's not just simple to just, anyway. What was I gonna say? Oh, so I ordered this online, you know, on the app or whatever, on the Nordstrom app. They don't have it on the Diesel website. I think this is exclusively at Nordstrom and at Nordstrom.com or on the app, because I saw it on the app, and I think it was a Thursday night, and I saw it and I'm like, I want that. I'm like, well, should I wait and maybe call Nordstrom tomorrow to see if maybe the one by me has it in store? And I'm like, just order it now. Just order it now. So I ordered it, you know, that night. I'm like, just get it. It didn't have any like well, it didn't have low quality marks, but it didn't have like any low quantity markers. Like sometimes I know some websites will say, like Coach does it, they'll say, oh, only a few left, and sometimes they'll say, oh, there's only 7 left. It didn't have any like low quantity count, so I wasn't like super afraid of it selling out, but I'm like, just get it now, just because I know I want it, and if it were to sell out, I would actually be gutted about it. So I'm like, I want it, plus I wanted to ship sooner anyway. So I ordered it that night, and then the next morning or the next day I called Nordstrom and I said, do you guys have this item in store? Because I already ordered it, but I thought, well, maybe I could get it quicker if I picked one up in store, and I just did that instead or whatnot. And the lady who helped me, she said that this was actually something that was only sold online. It wasn't sold in stores, and she said there's only 11 left. And that was after I had already ordered one, so I guess I ordered the 12th one left or whatever. But anyway, so it still didn't show like low quantity even after she said that. So anyway, if you like it, I would recommend to get it. Like I said, I almost want to get a backup, but I think the right thing to do would be just keep this one special, because that's the only thing. And I could go on about this, but I'm like, I will order backups of things sometimes, but if it's something special, like to me a bag is special, you know, like a bag is special. If I ordered a backup, I feel like, yeah, I like to be prepared and have backups of things, and maybe there's a time when, you know, it might make sense to do that with a bag. I have done that before, but I thought, you know what, that would almost kind of make me a little depressed, because then I would have this brand new bag just sitting on a shelf waiting for this one to like get beat up, but then I don't think I would ever beat it up to the point where I wouldn't use it. You know what I mean? It would just be, anyway, I could go on more about that, but yeah, I'm really, I like this bag so much. It's one of my favorites. It is, I mean, everything about it, there's just so many elements of this that I'm just like, yes, 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 yes. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.